before we look into the politics and the optics of it all, I'm going to go across to Hari Shankar Jain. He is a senior advocate who has complained to President Murmu seeking the disqualification of Asaduddin Owaisi from the parliament. So thank you so much for joining us here on the show, Hari Shankar Jain. If you can explain to us a bit about the contentions that you have made, because you have said that under Article 102 and Article 103, he must be disqualified. If you can explain that to us, on what grounds?
देखिए, it is undisputed that Mr. Owaisi chanted the slogan Philistine Zindabad in Parliament. Article 102 of the Constitution clearly lays down if any person is under acknowledgement of allegiance or adherence to a foreign state. Kindly mind the word, under any acknowledgement of adherence. What it means? It means that your loyalty should not be shown or connected with any other state. Here you are saying Palestine Zindabad. But I say, even if a person says Nepal Zindabad in parliament, and a person occupying the seat in parliament, that is governed by Article 102, even incurred disqualification for saying so. It shows your allegiance with a foreign state. Why this article has been made? And what was the occasion to say Palestine in parliament? They are living Israelis also. If one person says Israel Zindabad, Israel Zindabad, then there would have been lot of objection. You have said Israel Zindabad because you are Muslims in bulk. They want to use that word and you want to show that entire Muslims of the world, they are one. You want to become champion of Muslim cause, and you are utilizing the platform of parliament. Therefore, you are showing your allegiance with a foreign state. Otherwise, there is no utility for keeping this word in Constitution. Mr. Dr. Ambedkar enacted this Constitution, and these words have been used knowingly that in future traitors will be there, and traitors may do so. They know the history of India, and we cannot allow.
These are very harsh words. Very harsh words that you have used, that he is a traitor who's knowingly used these words at a time when he was taking oath by the Indian Constitution. Hari Shankar Jain, however, we put these exact questions to Asaduddin Owaisi. We told him that his words, his chant of Jai Palestine has violated the rules of the Constitution, to which he has said there was no clause in the Constitution which has prohibited him from saying Jai Palestine, that he was only speaking for the oppressed. Is there a loophole somewhere? He is also an advocate. Hari Shankar Jain.
Yes. Again.
Sorry, I was saying that when we asked Asaduddin Owaisi, he said that there is no clause in the Constitution that prohibits him from chanting Jai Palestine. He is also an advocate.
What is the message? I don't say, I don't question the personal things. Mr. Owaisi is a learned person, he is advocate, but that does not mean that he does not commit mistakes. And here, his intention, his political ambition, and his fight for Muslim cause of the whole world, that is there. He has done so intentionally. At the cost what he is going to pay. He knows he won't become next Jinnah, new Jinnah of India. Therefore, Article 102 fully applies in this case, and what is in mind, and nobody to question that.
So Article
But it is certain
102
that whatever he has
Section
said-
4, that is what specifically talks about how any parliamentarian cannot show allegiance to any other foreign country, is what Mr. Harishankar Jain has based his entire article and complaint against Asaduddin Owaisi, seeking his disqualification along with Article 103.